What is up, everyone? Today's video is a bit of a selfish video in a sense because I am hoping that at the end of this video, I can find that I am not alone in this, that I am not alone in art starting to make me a little bit weird in public. I, I hope I'm not alone in this. All right, so it's story time, and it has to do with the sketch that I'm currently doing. And it is from a photo that I took at the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and specifically the Deep Creek section. So, over Labor Day, we packed up from Michigan, Upper Michigan. Well, okay. So, for any Michiganders out there, I live in the upper section of Lower Michigan, and there's a huge thing. You can't say Upper Michigan because it's referring to the UP, and those of us under the bridge are still trolls. So there's a whole thing there. If you're Michigander, you know. Anyway, I'm getting derailed. We traveled to see some of our friends down in South Carolina, and so while there, we figured we would take a journey over to Smoky Mountains, to the Smoky Mountains. And so here is the deal. If I share this story, I want you to promise that you will share your story as well. All right? Don't let me be the only weird one that this is happening to. Don't let me be the only one that art is doing this to. Um, let's be let's be weird together, okay? And and in that way, if we're all weird, then no one will be weird, right? We're all just normal people doing things that are perfectly socially acceptable, right? Okay, so I'm glad we're all promised here. We've all pinky sweared. So this is what happened. All right, we pulled in. It was quite a drive actually over there. I think it took us like 3 hours, but we finally ended up there. Finally ended up getting a spot, and we began the hike up to see all these different falls in the area. And that's when I saw it. Right, there was this entire caravan of people on horses, and it's like each of them had a mule behind them packed with coolers and huge backpacks. And I mean, like, these, you've heard the term beast of burden. I mean, this is what it looked like, right? So you had a whole caravan, someone on a horse leading a mule behind, which is just packed with stuff. And this trail isn't really large. I mean, when you're considering the size of a horse, so they were coming and going to be passing right by us. And before I could even think about it, I was I was reaching for my cell phone, and out it came because I was just thinking. The only thought I had in my head was, "Oh my goodness, this is such a great picture to sketch. Like, I have to get this photo so that I can sketch it later." Like, that was literally the only thing going through my head. And as I brought my camera up, my cell phone, it's basically a camera. Uh, as I brought my cell phone up, it it currently it dawned on me that this might be a little weird, right? Like, I mean, imagine if you were backpacking and passing some people, and the, someone just pulls out their cell phone, points it at you. I mean, we are just maybe 3, 4 feet away from each other, and imagine somebody pulls out their cell phone and starts taking photos of you. Now, maybe that won't be weird for some of you, but that could be a little weird. And so quickly, like as soon as I realized how strange this could be, I quickly apologized and rambled out a quick thing about, hey, I sketch, I draw stuff, and you guys just look amazing. Please, can't I take your photos? And yeah, I was actually kind of surprised and delighted at their reaction. They actually seemed pretty happy to have their photo taken. I mean, like almost immediately with no hesitation, they they stopped, they posed. Um, I mean, going down the line of persons, there was this lady in the back. They were like, "Now be careful for her. She will pose for you all day." And it turned out in the end to be a really good experience. I got some great shots, all of which are not pictured in this sketch that I am doing here, but I'm sure I'm going to come back to this because it was just really nice to see the entire stretch, the entire photo, whole composition of it all. I just everything about it I loved. But I was just after that I started thinking to myself and I went, "Whoa," because I don't know about all of you, but I'm guessing some of you are introverts. I am an introvert, and yeah, let's just say that was a little bit out of character. But it just came over me and I was just like, I have to take this photo right now. Um, and yeah, through the rest of that trip, there were quite a few other photos that I wanted to take, but I just couldn't build up the courage to do it again. Not to be that weird. I mean, and I guess part of the challenge was some of the other photos would probably be a little bit weirder. Um, there were there was a whole river flowing through and a whole tubing section. We were watching people just wreck themselves coming down the river. Apparently, they recommended that some people wear helmets, but apparently nobody did. But there were some other great photo options to be taken there, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it again. Being that where that forward once was enough. Art, I will not let you get the better of me. I don't know if this has happened to any other of you. I mean, do you has art made you act weird in public? I mean, in terms of interacting with people in sure. I want to hear your story. Don't leave me hanging here. Don't please don't let me think that I am the only weird one. And if I happen to be, then I guess so be it. So be it. I will handle it. But if you have a story, if you've had a similar experience, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.